Hi Aquarius, how's everybody doing? So happy to be here with you. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So I was looking at the Empress, I was looking at the Justice card in the pre-shuffle. We'll see what pops through for the reading. I'm hearing breakthrough, breakthrough. Looking at the Six of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I'm seeing someone pregnant here. Maybe a very, very specific message. It's just coming through, channeling. All right, let's see what's going on. Some type of breakthrough. You may be getting news that you were waiting for, information that you were waiting for. Something exciting. You may be meeting someone, you may be talking to somebody new. It looks like a fast-paced energy. And then it's in your hands what way you want to go with this. I'm looking at the Strength card and the Two of Wands. It seems like you're getting to... So once you get whatever information this is, or you have whatever conversation this is, it seems like the ball's in your court, so you're going to have to make a decision. It may be a tough decision with the Strength card here. There may be some trust that's needed. The reason why I love the Strength card so much is because it's about someone that, instead of trying to overpower the lion, it's somebody that makes a connection with the lion and they have like a mutual respect for one another. So there's a sense of like trusting something that you may at first glance feel like dubious of trusting, or it may seem scary to do, and there's a sense of like trusting that place within yourself that maybe you feel like there's a lack of control over that aspect of yourself, or it feels very shadowy, or maybe that part of you that makes unempowered, disempowered decisions sometimes. So this is all about you believing that you're strong enough to figure something out for yourself, or to plan for something that you want to plan. It looks like there's something that you're going to be looking forward to. It seems exciting no matter which way you end up going, because I'm seeing like two different paths that you may... I'm hearing maybe up for grabs. I'm hearing that specifically. It seems like no matter which way you go, that things are going to be good. I'm hearing like some interesting expressions. So maybe you or somebody around you likes to use different expressions. They feel kind of old school, the expressions that I'm hearing. Maybe someone has a colorful vocabulary, or they may just speak differently than you're used to. I'm seeing bats here. The Hanged Man. It looks like there's some type of stillness or a waiting period before some type of event happens. You may be going somewhere, but it's not time yet to go there. In some of the readings that we did this week. There was talk about a celebration. And I know that some places are celebrating Pride, so maybe some of you guys are going. I am seeing like some type of event. For some of you, this is even like some type of church event or something. Or like you're going to a particular location. I'm hearing venue specifically. For some of you, you're thinking about this, thinking about joining, I'm hearing. Joining what? I'm not so sure. Ooh. What's this about? Okay, so in this deck, I don't know what it is about the Nine of Swords, which is predominantly like a pretty ominous card. In this deck, I love the Nine of Swords. You see how this person, what I envision when I see this is like I'm seeing somebody kind of sleepwalking and they somehow end up being on their roof. And if they take the wrong turn, they'll fall off the roof. However, I'm seeing them be guided by something else. So it's like, it's almost one of those situations. I don't remember what cartoon this is, but it's like one of those cartoons where the character keeps like finding themselves in very dangerous environments, but it's almost like they're not aware of it, and so the environment doesn't end up touching them. They somehow like make it out unscathed, even though like their environment is very risky to be within. Maybe a relevant message. Yeah, it seems like something could potentially be daunting, but I'm seeing like for sure you are strong enough to be able to kick this. I'm hearing for some. Maybe this is some type of like habit or something that you're trying to change. Ooh, for some of you, I definitely am seeing potentially you going to some type of celebration or gathering. So this has been coming up in the readings this week. There's like a plan to go. For some of you, you could be meeting up with friends, you could be meeting new people, you could be going to some sort of event. You look like you're getting very in touch with yourself and learning more and more about how to do that for you, specifically and particularly. It looks like it's been a long journey too when it comes to like your needs and you being in touch with your needs enough to know what it is that you need and to focus on yourself. Because sometimes we find ourselves feeling responsible, or maybe somebody had taught us at one point in time that we are responsible for those around us, but we would, at the detriment of ourselves, you know? And so sometimes we quiet our voice when it comes to speaking up about our needs or showing up for ourselves. And it seems like now you're able to listen to yourself and your needs in a different way. It seems like you are finding what allows you to regulate, what self-care means for you specifically. It seems like you're entering into a new realm when it comes to that and discovering more about it. I am seeing the Hanged Man, so there may be more and more that you're learning about how you want to take care of yourself, about caring for the things that you're responsible for, about being in a nurturing energy for yourself and for those around you, the people that you want to be showing up for, while also being able to have boundaries. Because maybe sometimes you feel like you have to pick between like taking care of other people or taking care of yourself, and this is something you're learning, how to be able to do both of those things and show up properly, efficiently, effectively. There's definitely a big focus on the third eye, big focus on intuition. For some of you, you're practicing intuitive eating, intuitive self-care. I'm hearing intuitive alignment as well. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but that's what's coming through. Intuitive alignment. Maybe going through some like type of upgrade. I'm hearing solar. I'm seeing someone with a necklace here. It looks like there's some type of pendant or something. For some of you, you wear a necklace with a name on it, or like a moon or something. I'm hearing solar again. Maybe something astrologically related or a crystal or something. For some of you, you have a collection of crystals that you change out or you keep somewhere on your body. But you may have like a main one that you like to hold on to. Ooh, the 10 of Cups. This card looks so magical. Isn't it cool? You guys don't have to agree with me. I think it's cool. Yeah, there's just something about these cards. Definitely really into them. So you have a breakthrough when it comes to your self-care, and it seems like this is expanding. I'm seeing the Hanged Man be kind of like you're exploring maybe familiar territory, but it may be more vast than you thought that it was in relation to like your self-care and your needs. I know we keep repeating self-care, but I'm seeing this be really important, that we are focusing on ourselves. Maybe something too with the throat chakra as well. For some of you, there's something going on with your allergies. Okay, so I'm seeing some type of, it's like you get word of mouth, or you have a conversation with someone. There's a notion about linking up, or meeting up or collaborating with someone or with a group of people or at a particular location, and it's something that brings you a lot of joy and fulfillment. For some of you, like your friends are involved in this, or your family, or you're going to be like meeting people where you feel supported. There's definitely a sense of like feeling very, very fulfilled for something very particular that you're doing. But it may be something that's kind of like scary or new to you, or maybe you're like a little bit out of your comfort zone. Because I'm seeing too, there's like definitely some anxiety, but it's something that you can absolutely work through. Because I'm seeing it just takes like some bravery, some strength, you believing in yourself here, you allowing things to fall into place, like surrendering, letting go of the things that you can't control. What it looks like to me, all in all, is that the more you are believing that the universe is supporting you and the plans that you are making, and the more you are doing your best to be optimistic. I'm being so drawn to the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords traditionally in tarot can speak about like sleepless nights and anxiety and stuff going on with mental health, and like feeling like your routine is really flustered, and just like worrying and having a lot of thoughts, and you feel like you can't get out of your head, like all of this stuff, having nightmares sometimes, like those sorts of things. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords in this spread be kind of like you take things that could have like had you feeling trapped, and you use it to make something like magical and something creative for it. So it's like you are choosing very deliberately how you are channeling energy, and instead of allowing it to go wherever it wants to, there's a sense of using it in like a very high vibrational way, and one that really benefits you, and one that's innovative and imaginative, and one that is creative, and it's tapping into these like natural aspects of you and who you are and what's innate to you, and using it in the highest frequency you know how. And there's a sense of like endlessness that comes from this, and there's a sense of being able to recognize your reality and what's going on around you, and still being able to maintain that optimistic point of view, and know that you are going to be able to find your way through it, and that everything that's happening is unfolding as it's meant to be unfolding. It's just about your willingness and your participation. It seems too like you're kind of you've been muscling through something and you're almost at the end of it, because I am looking at the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and the Nine of Pentacles is like you championed yourself and you really made it through something that you did while independently putting in the work for this. It was something you fought for, something you worked for, something you were consistent with, and now you see what's come to fruition because of the energy that you put into something. And it seems like this is related to your mindset. It's related to like how you perceive yourself and what you do with that, and you tapping into the strongest parts of yourself and bringing that out, and bring it out for you, not for anyone else, even though you may at other times, but it's mostly about you and how you're showing up for yourself and what you need and fulfilling that for you. Maybe for some of you, there were mental health things going on that you hadn't addressed for some time and now you are. Or this can be like facing certain things that were difficult to face. And now your eyes are open to what you needed to see. It feels very much like you're tapping into something that maybe you hadn't had access to before. And it's giving you a type of insight that's really helping you steer now. For some of you too, I'm seeing you getting connected with people that you feel like you share certain qualities with. Like there's a sense of community that I'm seeing here. This can be like, I'm seeing specifically something energetically going on between you and a few other people. It looks too like you hit a point where you could have like continued going on your solo journey, or you could have decided to link up with other people. And I'm not seeing like one be better or worse than the other. It's just a matter of preference in a moment. And for some of you, I'm seeing you directly like linking up with other people that are on a similar path to you. Because maybe you don't want to do things on your own anymore. Or maybe you feel like you developed enough that you want to get other people involved in what you're doing. Whatever it is, it's like you staying true to your path. And for some of you, that's now going to involve other people. I'm hearing community again. You guys definitely share something important related to like what it is that you're doing, your alignment, goals that you have, interests that you have, activities you enjoy doing. I'm also hearing sharing. I feel too like you really tapped into yourself and opened your ears and you were like, what do I need? And because of this, because of recognizing like what's going to bring you a sense of fulfillment, and because you're pursuing your sense of happiness here and doing it for yourself, there's a sense of like feeling empowered and feeling like you're merging these two different aspects of yourself. Because I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands being merged here. For some of you, there may be a person in like whatever. For some of you, if you're going to an event or something like that, I'm hearing public outing. There may be a person that sticks out of the crowd to you that you feel very drawn towards. As I usually say, it does not have to be romantic, although it can be. For some of you, you're definitely going to feel physically attracted to this person that you're connecting with. I'm hearing go-getter. This person may stick out to you and you may see them as being like I'm hearing shiny and spontaneous. Like they may be somebody that like pulls your attention, like, and other people may look at them, something like that, but they may actually be more introverted.